Hey everyone, welcome to today's video about the Muji A5 Undated Horizontal Planner. That's a bit of a mouthful. Welcome back to those who are already subscribers, and hello to new people. Just so you know, if you don't know who I am Jen behind Craftic. So Craftic is my own website, and it's a DIY tutorial site where you can find projects to make awesome things with the things you already have. So if you have like random like pieces of yarn or paper or buttons, you can find some cool projects on Craftic. So moving on to the actual video. So I knew that I was going to use a Muji this year no matter what. So I decided that this was going to be a memory planner. And before I get into it, I'll just give you a quick rundown on the actual planner itself. So this is an A5 sized undated planner, so you'll see that it's undated and it's a week on one side, horizontal, and grid paper on the right side. The paper is really good. I think it works with so many things like gel pens, ballpoint, fine liners. You can use mild liner highlighters. You can use Tombow markers. I've used fountain pens, and it does not bleed through. There's definitely some ghosting, but nothing that's like you can't manage it, right? So I think it's a really great planner, and it's only $9, which is a great price point, and that's not US. This planner is customizable, which I thought was really cool. So it has this plastic cover, and you can take out the planner through here. So I took it out earlier and added this little postcard. So I don't know about you, but I love collecting postcards, and I'll just collect them. Like, I just really like supporting artists in a small way. So I bought this one from a local artist here in Toronto, and I collect them, but then I pile them up on my desk, or they're on a bookshelf, and I never really get to see them. So I thought, okay, there's only so many postcards I can put on my wall. So I decided, okay, one of these are gonna go on the planner. And that way I can see it every day, and it's so colorful and cheerful, and then I just thought it would be great for like a little boost in the mornings. And I have a pile that I can swap them out every month if I wanted to, and this is just using washi tape, so it's very easy to take off and replace. I didn't put any glue underneath or anything because I wanted it to be replaced. And that's all there is about that. So then I created this little cover page. The first page is just blank, and then you have your monthlies. So of course it's an undated planner. Just so you know, in their dated version, they go from December of the previous year to the full year plus January of the next year. So you end up with 14 months. So you have 14 undated months at the beginning of this planner, which is cool. I mean, I started in January, so I probably won't use the last 2 months, but it could be interesting for like pre-planning into like January and February of 2021, which is wild to think like 12 and 13 months in advance, but you never know. I generally don't use the monthly views for anything. I just like decorating them. Like, it's kind of silly, but I just love putting stickers down, and it just kind of gives me like this nice little craft to do that's very quick. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. There is like a little theme with colored, like not color, it's like pink and hearts and flowers, which is like super Valentine's Day-ish. I just forgot to write February, but I need to, you know, obviously date the rest of the year, but I just do these like at the beginning or at the end of the previous month or at the beginning of the month, so it's not like a huge rush to like do this. And I know some people use monthlies religiously because they need an overview of what's coming up, but I actually use Google Calendar for that, so for me it doesn't really make a difference. I love using paper, but I also really heavily rely on digital for like actual appointments and event reminders and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of curious, do you guys use paper and digital, or one or the other? So the way I'm using this planner is pretty much a kind of like a memory keeper, which is why it's called memory planner. So just kind of keeping track of like the things that I did that day. And so there's this concept of a to-do list, right? which are things that you need to do. But then there's also the concept of a to-do list, which I thought was a really cute thing. And it's basically keeping track of what you've done. So sometimes you think, oh, I didn't do that much this week. What did I even do? I'm so lazy, blah, blah, blah. And then you look back and you're like, oh, I actually did a bunch of things. And maybe it wasn't exactly what I planned on working on, but I did do things. And then you can kind of reevaluate, like, why are you doing other things instead of the things that you're supposed to do? Like, were you putting out fires? Were you procrastinating? Or were you just like, your priority shifted, you know? So it's an interesting exercise. So I like keeping track here using tiny little, I love little like icon stickers. I think that's kind of my planning style. And then I decided that for this year, I'm going to keep track of which book I'm reading each week. So I don't know about you, but I always make these really lofty reading goals at the beginning of the year. And I seem to do okay up till about like August. And then at some point I realize that I'm 5 books behind and I am so like flustered. And I start looking for short books to read, like comic books or something to make up for the goal by December 31st. So in order to get past that and like prevent that, I'm going to keep track of my current book and actually keep the number. So this book is the first book of 42. So my goal this year is to read 42 books. So each week I will see like, okay, am I kind of on track? Like, am I making progress, or am I writing the same book title every week and I'm not actually finishing it? Like that kind of thing. And then this is just like a daily doodle where I'm just drawing something that happened that day. And sometimes it's like eventful, like, you know, happy 2020, but I was also very tired. So then there are days like where it's like, oh, the eventful thing was that I did my nails and it was snowing. So I guess like not like a super eventful day, but at least there are like things to look back on. And like you can tell like, okay, that day I went to the coffee shop and I went to read my book. I also decided to add some little mementos if they fit on these pages. So these are from Christmas cards that I received, and I guess everyone else was kind of like me because I also sent my Christmas cards really late this year, and I was getting Christmas cards into January and even the second week of January. So I decided to add the stamps that they used and the little like, I don't know what you call them, like little seals on here, so just to remember what they sent. And I thought it'd be fun to like look back at the end of the year and be like, oh yeah, this is like what they sent me. And then here's just kind of more of the same. Lots of little icons. If there's not a whole lot going on, I just put a piece of washi tape or a big sticker. And then this is the day Real Akuma Farm came out, so of course I had to commemorate it in my planner. I had a really long, busy day, so not a whole lot happened outside of that. And then what else? Oh, there are these doodles, and I decided to add some pink coloring pencil as a highlight, so that was cute. Let's see, these are also from seals from envelopes from Christmas. This is from a gift, so I used the washi tape my friend used on the gift wrapping. This was from a friend's gift also that she gave me, and I used the little label here. And this is from a package from the Modest Cat that I got that week. So it all kind of worked out because it was all circular, so it was kind of nice that it just kind of worked in the theme, even though that was not on purpose at all. And another book of the week. And then here I decided to do more of the same, so it's all like little icons. I just kind of stick with that. And then I use these colorful Post-it stickers. So I use just black ink, and I thought it was like a nice different way of drawing, so it's like using colorful backgrounds. And this is more of the same, so like, you know, co-working days, working out days, laundry days, going out for coffee or hot chocolate, drawing things of the day. And this is when I finished an ornament from my project, and these are some really cute little winter animals from the Modest Cat. Oh, also, if you need to know where these stickers are from, just ask me because there's just so many in here. I did pre-decorate the next few weeks, so I just thought I'd give you a quick flip through. And that's it. This is Valentine's Day week, as you can tell. It's a non-conventional color palette, but I really, really love the way this one came out. It's very shiny, it's very colorful. All right, that's about it. Oh, and if you're curious, there is a note section in the back where it's all just graph paper. So my idea is that if I have any mementos that are too big to put in the pages up front, because like this will have very little space, I will put them back here and just kind of date them as they come in. So I think that'll be like a nice way to keep things back here, so I don't just have like a bunch of stuff that ends up in a pile on my desk somewhere. And then there are these little pockets, which I think I could put some sticker sheets or maybe more mementos. I'm not really sure yet. I'm sure this will vary as the year goes by. And yeah, I haven't dated the rest of the planner, as you can tell, which is kind of the unfortunate thing about undated planners, but also this is a memory planner, so I'm really only doing things in here like on the day, so I don't really need to like go that far ahead in advance, unless I want to decorate. Just so you know, like these planners, like I generally don't like to share them because they have so many details, so I'm sorry for all the little sticky notes, so it kind of distracts from the overall aesthetic, but hopefully you get the gist of what I do in these planners. So that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this. Let me know if you use a Muji planner. I'm actually kind of curious to see how other people use these. I know they're not super common, so which I'm always surprised about because like they're such a good planner and they're very affordable, but I just love like the paper and the layout. It just really works for me. Or if you're using a memory planner, like what are you planning in there? Like what are you keeping track of? Like what do you do doodles? What planner are you using for it? So I will see you in the next one. There will be 3 more planner videos, so stay tuned. Bye.